Hello, my name is Lillian Okibe. Welcome to my channel. So today's video is highly requested. You guys have been asking for loose natural hair videos, and a good number of you guys requested that since I no longer have loose natural hair, obviously I now have locks, that I should get someone with loose natural hair and do their hair on camera. So I finally listened to you guys. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing someone else's hair here on my channel. So I'm actually going to be taking down their 4 weeks old protective style. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to adequately take down long-term protective style. Then I'll also be washing their hair with my DIYs, my favorite DIYs, and I'll also be using my techniques, all the techniques that I've been sharing with you guys here on my channel. Then I'll also be putting their hair in a really cute protective style, actually a style that I've done before here on my channel. So I'm really excited because like this is going to be the first time I'll be doing like a full wash day routine on someone else's hair here on my channel. So if that sounds like something that you guys are interested in seeing, then definitely keep on watching. So before we go into the video, I just want to quickly state that if you guys enjoy videos like this, I want you guys to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, because I will not know if you guys do not tell me, you know. And it's one thing for you guys to request something, like there are so many times in the past that you guys have requested for something and then I make a video on it and then you guys don't watch, or like you guys don't engage. If you don't watch and you don't engage, then there's no way I'm going to know that you guys want it. So if you guys like videos like this and you guys want to see more videos like this, then definitely give this video a thumbs up and tell me down below how much you like it so that I'll make more videos like this. My muse today is my sister Julie. So we're going to be giving her a hair makeover today. First off, we're going to be unraveling this twist. She has had this twist in for 4 weeks, I think over 4 weeks now. So I'm not going to dwell too much on this part of the video, but I just want to quickly show you guys what to do when you're taking down your twist and then you find out that your twist has started to form knots at the end. You guys can see. So what you want to do is get some water, like your spray bottle, and then just gently spritz some water on the end of the hair, like that part of the hair that is knotted, right? Then you want to gently kind of like pinch and pull, pinch and pull, pinch and pull. It's a technique. You're not like ripping through the knots or like ripping through it, like, but you're just gently pinching your hair and like trying to pull it. What you're doing basically is trying to elongate the hair, because this is actually not a knot. You guys can see, like, as I'm doing it, you guys can see that it's getting more and more elongated. So this is actually not like a knot. Many people, when they see that ball at the end of their twist or braids, they just assume that it is a knot, but it's not actually a knot. It is when you wrongfully try to undo that ball that you eventually form a knot. Ideally, that is just like a coil. Your hair is just like really coiled at the end. So if you gently try to elongate your hair, you're going to see that it's going to make it easier for you to unravel your twist without causing any form of breakage or any form of knot, like any form of additional knot at the end. So that's exactly what I'm doing here, and you guys can see that over time it takes time. It's actually easier for you to just dig like a comb or something into your hair and rip through it. That's actually the easy way out, but that will cause damage. So I feel like after you've done that, then you want to go ahead and apply some shea butter to further elongate the hair and just make it easier for you to unravel the rest of the twist, because like at this point now you guys can see it's easier. I don't recommend applying any slippery thing on the end of the hair before you are done elongating the hair, because I feel like if it's too slippery, you're not going to be able to have enough grip of the hair to adequately elongate it. So you're going to just be ripping through the hair and potentially cause more knots. So wet the hair, pinch and pull to elongate it. Do it gently, and then when you feel like it is decently elongated, then you can go ahead and add any form of oil or butter or conditioner or whatever to help with the sleep, to make it easier for you to detangle your hair. So after unraveling the twist, I always go ahead and separate right away, because I feel like this saves more time than waiting till you're done unraveling all the twists before you go ahead and separate and detangle. So this is what her hair looks like after unraveling all the twists and separating. You guys can see like her hair pretty much looks combed, and I've not used any form of comb. So the next thing we're going to do now is wash her hair. You guys know I always wash with dishwashing black soap, so that's exactly what I'm using for her hair. The first thing you want to do is wet the hair. I always apply my shampoo in sections. So that's what I'm doing now. You guys can see her hair is, after wetting her hair with a spray bottle, I go ahead and apply the black soap on her hair, both on her scalp and on the strands of her hair. I know some people say that you should only apply shampoo on scalp, but I don't believe in that, especially if you've not washed your hair for a very long time. Like the last time she washed her hair was when she was installing this twist 4 weeks ago, and I feel like at this point her hair is already dirty. It needs to be clean. So I'm applying the soap on her scalp and also on the strands of her hair. This part of applying shampoo is actually my first step, but not the first. The first is actually the second step of detangling. Like, well, after separating the twists, as soon as I unravel them, you guys got separating the twists kind of like helps with detangling. So you've already done that first step of detangling. And then as I'm applying the soap, I'm also massaging her scalp to lift up the dirt. And then you guys can see I'm also doing like the thumb pulling motion. I don't know, I've said this before in one of my videos when I was explaining my principle, like how I finger detangle my hair. So you guys can see I'm doing the thumb pulling motion. This also helps to detangle the hair and remove any shed hairs that may have accumulated throughout the period that she wore her hair in twists. And this is why I can do without combing my hair for a very long time, because basically every step I do when I'm handling my hair, I'm kind of doing a form of detangling. So at the end of the day, by the time I'm done washing my hair and everything, the hair is usually not that tangled. So I continue to do that until I'm done applying the soap all over her hair. After applying the soap all over her hair, I go ahead to reactivate the lather. You guys can see I'm re-wetting the hair, and I'm still going to go ahead to apply more soap on the hair just to reactivate the lather. Because if you go ahead to rinse your hair when the sod is your hair is no longer at sudsy, like it's not going to give your hair a nice clean. Your hair at the end of the day, you're going to have like those white stuff on your hair when you're done rinsing out. So it's very important to make sure that when you're going to rinse the hair, like your hair is like really full of suds. So you guys can see this is her hair after rinsing out the soap, and you guys can see like it looks squeaky clean, and it does not look dry and like crunchy and crusty at all. People say that dudu washing dries out their hair, but like I've not had that issue before. So now we are moving on to deep conditioning. To deep condition her hair, I'm using my DIY ginger aloe deep conditioner. If you guys want to see how I make that, I'm going to leave the video in the iCards. I'm going to leave the video in the iCards for you guys to see. I actually mixed that with some Ayurvedic herbs. I'm going to leave a list of all the herbs I included on the screen for you guys to see. So this is also another step of detangling. So as I'm applying the deep conditioner, I'm doing like the thumb pulling motion. This will help to distribute the deep conditioner all over her hair, and this will also help to further remove shed hairs that may be in her hair, and this will also help to detangle. So let's just say we're using one stone to kill so many birds. So you guys can see the effect that deep conditioner has on her hair. Like her curls are popping, her hair looks really juicy and shiny. So I basically just continue to apply the deep conditioner all over her hair. I'm also applying on her scalp, just because all the ingredients that are in this particular deep conditioner are scalp friendly. Like I always tell you guys, normally you should not apply deep conditioner on your scalp, but because all the ingredients I use for this particular deep conditioner are scalp friendly, I can afford to do that. After applying the deep conditioner all over her hair, I got her hair to cover her hair with a plastic bag. And then I actually left it in for 45 minutes, but you can leave it in for as little as 30 minutes. But I recommend leaving it for at least 30 minutes. And you guys can see what her hair looks like. Really, really nice and juicy and shiny. So the next thing I'm going to do, or I'm doing, is applying some shea butter on her hair, just to reduce how fast her hair dries. You guys can also see that I did not dry her hair before applying the shea butter, because I find that applying your product on soaking wet hair helps to keep your hair moisturized longer, and it just helps to improve like how much your hair retains moisture over time. Like I've been doing this for I think over a year now, and this actually works. So if you're suffering from dry hair, I highly recommend you looking into applying your products on soaking wet hair instead of applying on dry or damp hair, and you guys are going to see like a huge difference, like how much difference that can make. So I'm making sure that I'm applying it and making sure that I work the shea butter in properly, so I don't have like chunks and like balls of shea butter just like obviously showing on her hair. So like you guys just look at how juicy just look at how juicy this is. Like her hair looks so juicy and so shiny. Actually applying products on soaking wet hair can be quite uncomfortable because you're going to have water dripping down your face, your neck and everything, but it is actually worth the discomfort. So next thing I do now is go ahead to style her hair. For this particular day, I I ended up styling her hair. I did what we call in Nigeria shuku and base. So it's basically braided ponytail and bangs. So you guys can see the only thing I use a comb for is to make the parts, because I wanted her parts to be like really crispy and neat. So I only used a rattle comb for doing that, but every other thing I used my fingers. I did not use any form of comb to comb her hair. I did not use any brush or anything. I did everything with my fingers, and you guys can see that people usually say that finger detangling is so time consuming, it's difficult, is this, is that, but I feel like the more you do it, the more you master it. And at this point, I feel like I am actually faster when I use my fingers to detangle both my hair or other people's hair than when I use combs or brushes. And besides, finger detangling is actually very easy. Like it's actually the healthier option if you know the trick. So you guys can see I'm just going ahead to do the style, braid her hair. I try not to make the cornrows rather too tight, because you guys always know I say this every single time. Staying away from tight hairstyles will do your hair so much good. So I try not to make the styles too tight. You guys can see that's exactly what I'm doing. So I basically just continue to braid and braid and braid until I'm done doing the style that I want to do. I also want to add that if you're doing any form of braid or cornrows, do not braid all the way to the end. So when you get to about 1 to 2 inches to the end of the hair, make sure that you twist down to the rest, and when you get to like the last like inch or so, just twirl the hair around your finger. And what I like to do is I apply some shea butter and twirl. That just helps to make the takedown so much easier. If you braid all the way to the end, when you are going to be taking down the style, it's going to be so difficult and so stressful to take down, and you're going to encounter so much breakage. So whatever you do, do not braid all the way to the end of your hair. And also make sure that you apply whatever styler you are using. Always make sure that you apply a little extra on the ends when you're done braiding or twisting or doing whatever style that you're doing. So we are done doing all the cornrows, and look at this is the result. Look at how juicy and shiny her hair is. Like her hair looks so juicy, and I love seeing juicy looking hair. Like this looks so nice. So I ended up applying some beads, like putting some beads in the front just to add a little bit of spice to the hairstyle, and I put the back in like a bun, and this is the final result. Like you guys look at how cute. Oh, there's just something about bangs that I absolutely love. So this is the finished look, and you guys can see how cute, like how cute. Just look at how cute this is. Oh. I think I'm going to go back to being a loose natural. So with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if this is your first time on my channel and you like to see more videos from me, or you like to see more videos like this, then definitely subscribe and make sure you click the notification bell so that every time I upload a new video, you get a notification. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in my next video.